At 2:07, a mob of Trump supporters breached the steps. I don't know who did a poll that is Trump supporters.
We want Trump! We want Trump! Stop the steal! Stop the steal!
We've been fact-checking the January 6 lies. We're joined by Neil Kochel, former acting Solicitor General. Neil, this was a criminal act perpetuated by a conspiracy theory. So the fact that it's greeted with new conspiracy theories that try to erase it is not as shocking as the fact that they're being embraced at such a high level. Your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, Ari, kudos to you and your whole team for that incredible presentation of facts. And you're absolutely right. There's been a concerted effort on the part of the Republican Party to try and erase those facts. You have leaders like Senator Thune who've said we won't look backward. And I thought what you did so powerfully, say, look, this was an armed assault on our nation's capital. People died on sacred ground. And the Republican strategy is to try and forget. I mean, the January 6th mob is the only thing Donald Trump has ever made that he won't stick his name on in giant gold letters. And sadly for him, I think it's going to be the thing he's going to be most remembered for, because we can't let him forget. And it's jaw-dropping to me that the self-proclaimed party of law and order, these Republicans, are saying that we could, saying that we could live through a riot, watch a meticulous presentation of what happened during the impeachment, and then proceed to forget about it and say, well, we should go back to arguing about Dr. Seuss and things like that.
Yeah. And you mentioned the production there. I appreciate the shout out, and I'll join in it because it takes a whole team of journalists to comb through all that. And then the facts are there for people to understand. While I have you, Neil, I wanted to also get to this blockbuster story. Trump's chief of staff breaking DOJ protocols, demanding they launch probes that would ultimately try to help Donald Trump, quote, nullify the election results while he still had control of the government. It's a related story in the Times. And, Neil, it's one of those bombshells that if it had come during the administration or before the election or by any president, it's Watergate level stuff. Walk us through your take on the story.
100%, Ari. I think this is a huge story. And I don't think that Justice Department has in modern days seen an abuse of powers that's both this brazen and this bananas. I mean, it's kind of like Bill Barr went on an ayahuasca retreat with Alex Jones or something like that. I mean, the story is that these emails show the chief of staff to the president, Meadows, trying to get the acting attorney general, Jeffrey Rosen, to get cuckoo investigations going. I mean, at one point, they send the YouTube clip of supposedly Italy trying to interfere in our elections, and they're trying to gin up investigations in the states and have the Justice Department, the imprimatur of our, hallowed Justice Department, side with these, cuckoo Trump theories. And that just illustrates what these folks are about. They're not about respect for institutions. They didn't give one whit about what that would do to politicize the Justice Department. They just called and tried to do it anyway. And fortunately, the acting attorney general, Jeffrey Rosen, appears to have done the right thing and refused all of this. But that's got to be the subject of congressional hearings. Jeffrey Rosen's got to testify. He's got to tell everyone what he knows. I mean, this is like Benghazi times a million. And, we had so many hearings about that. We need a hearing about this.